All right, so let's look at how to put this together, all this stuff that we've been learning. So now I've removed a page from my pad, even though the pad is quite decimated and sort of at the bottom of the pad. I want this here. I need a little bit more give with the writing. So I want the pad to move a little bit. So I'm going to get a ruler and rest it underneath, above where I'm going to write, so that it has that give to it. Okay, so what are we going to do now? Well, we did the majuscules and we did the minuscules. We did numbers and punctuation and diacritics. So what I want to do now is I want to show you how to pull this all together. Now we know, based on what we did with the pencil work and what we did with the pencil monoline work and what we did with the nib and ink work, especially in using and understanding the training wheels, that if we go up and over and around a pulley and down on the 55 and up and around a pulley and up on the 55, if we keep to that pulley system, we can flex the script, but all of the upstrokes and downstrokes will basically remain on the 55, which means we'll have a regularity and evenness to the writing. Now, similarly, as with the majuscules that I did, that page of majuscules, of variable majuscules, the minuscules have this sort of rhythm to the writing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Lorem Ipsum text as the basis for the script. So I normally have a copy of Lorem Ipsum sitting around here, because obviously I have nothing else to do in my life, right? But I think it's gotten eaten up by something else, right? So I'll just use the Lorem Ipsum text that I wrote out for the class. Now, I'm not going to stay far out because I don't really want to have to concentrate on moving in and out with the camera. Okay. So I feel the nib is a little bit sluggish, and I think that's because the ink is also getting a little bit thick. Right, so I've dipped that. You can see how clear that is, and you'll see how clear it's going to be. So now I'm going to write the Lorem Ipsum text, but I'm also going to be a little bit careful with flourishing. I don't want to flourish this text too much. And I'll add some majuscules in as well. Says he not flourishing. Right. So let's take a breather with it. So I'm going to concentrate on keeping the letters simple. So as you can see, I'm moving the line into the space where the lift is. As much as I'm enjoying the writing, I am losing cohesion because it's more water than ink. So I've just changed that. Okay, I'll stop there and let's zoom in a little bit. So there you see how even it is, really sort of staying between the lines, and it's quite consistent in deposition in weight. And it's quite light as well. So, you know, I don't like pressing very hard with the nib because I find it really sort of makes the writing quite laborious in the writing as well as in the looking and the reading of the text. And this sort of delicacy is really, to me, this is the kind of copperplate script I like to do. It's much more sort of, I find it much more pleasing to look at. But equally, I find it really pleasing to write. So I hope, you know, you're going to look at this again over and over and over and really see What's the rhythm I'm using? What's the pace? How am I writing? You know, and you can see me concentrating in the little sort of caption box. And I'm really part of the writing. You know, I'm not sort of just hammering away at it. It's very light, it's very delicate. I'm really sort of taking my time with it. So, you know, I'd like you to try this as well, because I think it's really important that, you know, you spend some time writing text that you don't know, because it helps you to concentrate on the letters rather than thinking about the words.